Okay, this is part 14 really of the making of a plywood tabletop. Show you what I got going on here. The edge here has 3 coats of that trim-clad paint I put on there. In between coats, the last coat anyway, that makes the difference. Second coat, I water papered it with 1500 water paper. And what I mean by water paper is this. Right, 15, very super smooth. Use it with water, that's what it's meant for. You can use it dry too. I use that dry, right? Wet or dry, it says, see. Okay, and also what I did do is the bottom here, this edge, because it's plywood and it's exposed, I did paint that too. I also painted the inner groove just so that when my stain goes on, it'll stand out better. And like I say, I wasn't worried about getting the stain all over this, because really what I just did, or what I did do, is I just took a little bit of thinner and wiped it off, right? And then I buffed it and sanded it a little bit. The drawers, I did make a stop in back here too. That's this little piece of wood going across. So this is the back of the drawer. I took the bottoms out and I made these little things up. You just turn them. And when you turn them down, that'll stop that drawer dead. So when Mom pulls that drawer out, it don't end up in her lap, right? And like I say, it's not hard. You just blink on both sides and pull your little drawer out when you need to, if you want to. Okay, the legs have been steel wooled down. I'm not too concerned about the tops because you don't see them anyway. That gnarly looking snotty stuff, that'll go away. Don't worry about that. The finish on it will be this, which is just something I had last night to want to see if this stuff is still good, because it's probably about 3 years old, right? And when I did do this, had the hose there hooked up with the air gun on it, and this is called a tack cloth. Alright, so what you do after you get this thing sanded up, this is sanded with 220 right now. And you take your spray gun a little bit, and you kind of spray as you go. You need 2 hands to do this, and you just wipe this, right? And that'll take all the fine dust off that you don't want in your finish, and it kind of makes the rag a little snotty, and it's kind of waxy, but it doesn't affect the finish any. And that's part of that. Also, I have my stain mixed up right now. Use a halfway decent quality of strainers. I have strainers that I got today that were pretty well garbage. That's these ones. I don't know if you can see this right. You can almost see the holes through that. That's absolutely useless. These ones here are nice strainers, and I doubled them, right, just so I'm doubly protected. Whatever that means, but I have a rig here. I got to turn this off and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, this is my saves me from getting a big bunch of overspray on everything here. And you do have to open the window, and you have to turn that furnace off too, or this thing will turn into a baking oven in here. But I'll show you what this does. Once I'm finished spraying, alright, I'll just hit this switch, and that'll suck all the fumes out of here in probably less than a minute and a half. We'll also cool this shop down real quick too. And to keep the mess from happening too bad, I just wet the floor down, right? And a lot of you out there will say, oh no man, that ain't gonna work. Oh yeah, it has worked. I sprayed a piano in here and sprayed many things in here. I have no problems. But that's it for this part of the video. I'd love it if I could spray this and show you what I'm doing. I don't think that's gonna happen. It might. Let me see. Hard to do things with one hand. And I'm all geared up. I got a respirator, right? Now, it's a good one. That's a 3M one. It's the best one I ever had. And I have my gun hooked up. I'll show you that too. This is a nice little gun. I used some of the stuff out of that kit, but I like this gun. I'm used to it. And I got a regulator down bottom. Why doesn't that focus? But anyway, it'll tell me how many pounds pressure I'm spraying with. I would only want about 35 or 40 at the most. That little gizmo right there, that little buckety thing you see, that's to keep the water from going into this gun, because you don't want water in what you're spraying, because it'll make a mess. But give me a second here, I'll hook this up. I need like a cameraman here or something. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there. You can adjust your spray here, right? Okay, that gets me a line. That's what I want looking for, okay? Let me throw this on here. See if I can get this angle somewhere you can see what I'm doing. That might work. Spray all the hardest parts you can get to. You can always get the easy stuff later. But don't go too crazy with the spray. Just put a fine coat on. You can come back and fix it up later. I usually put 3 on it anyway. You don't want to put runs in this, right? Anyway, you get the idea, right? It's got a little bit of stain on it right now. I'll doll this up and I'll post a video at the end of the night, be part 15 of what this looks like. It's only going to take me a few minutes to spray this. Alright then folks, I don't think I left too much out. Like I say, if you guys got questions and stuff, just ask me. I don't mind answering them. And like I say, this is going to look pretty good. And like I say, that's just my stain coat. That's going to be my finish coat over there. But okay, good enough for now. 7 minutes, longest video I ever made.